Okay, the first three are matching. Shh. Quiet. Shh. So A or B is the correct factor of x squared plus 7x plus 12. Here the 4 times the 3 does give you 12, and so does the 6 times the 2. But which is the only one that will give you the middle, 7x?
B.
B. A plus 4 and a plus 3 gives you a plus 7. So B works.
I just finished the review, so I just wait till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks, bro.
No, one of these is the correct answer. So for 13, to get a 16, positive 16, that works because negative times negative is that. Negative times negative is that. But which is the only one that would form a negative 10?
B.
B, because negative 8 plus a negative 2 is a negative 10. A negative 4 and a negative 4 would give you a negative 8 in the middle. So remember, you multiply the last ones to get the last term, but you add the last ones to get the middle term. So here, negative times positive 2 is negative 26, but negative times negative is positive. So this one would give you a positive 26, so that wouldn't work. Well, that doesn't work though.
Yeah,
They're
they're both wrong.
both wrong.
Wait, how is it?
Because negative 13 plus 2 is not a positive 11.
No answer? Or-
So it's neither, and if neither's works, we've got to do the
Can't
correct
be
one.
factored.
No, it can be. We got to find the correct one.
Wow, now you're done.
Oh,
So it's got to be x times x to get x squared. To get 26, what's it got to be? 13 times 2. And then it's got to form a positive 11. So what would the signs be?
Positive first or negative?
Positive 13 and a negative 2 gives you positive 11.
607.
so for 15 through 20, we'll always start with the bubbles, right?
Yep, because we're factoring them.
Yeah, because we're factoring them, right?
So factoring is the same as double bubble, so you always start off with the two bubbles. So for 15, it's an x times an x. To get a 9, it's either 3 times 3, but 3 and 3 will not form 8 anyway.
So 9 times 1.
So it's got to be 9 times 1. And it's got to end up to be a positive 8.
Negative 1 plus 9.
Yeah! A positive 9 and a negative 1 forms a negative positive 8. And when you multiply, it gives you a negative. Now, when I read these off, if you wrote it this way, would that be wrong?
Yeah.
No.
Doesn't matter what order you multiply in. You can have them flip. You could have the x minus 1 first and the x minus 9, x plus 9 second.
But if the signs are flipped, then it's wrong.
Right, but if the signs are flipped, then it's wrong.
Oh shit.
Okay, 16.
She calmed down.
Has to be a t times a t.
It's new math.
You nasty.
And then to get a 21,
21. Oh,
3 times 7.
3 times 7 would work because we got to end up with a negative 10. So what would these signs have to be? Negative 3 and a negative 7 adds up to a negative 10. And just to double check, because sometimes they throw in one that can't, negative 3 times negative 7 is positive 21. So that's the correct answer.
this is actually already.
times what?
Negative 7.
So B.
Okay, 17. Shh.
6 times 4.
So it would be b times b to get a b squared. 24, you've got more options. It could be 24 times 1, but that doesn't form 5. 12 times 2, 12 and 2 will never form 5. 6 times 4, will that form a 5?
No.
8 and 3 will make a 5. So it's got to be an 8 and a 3,
Negative 8.
and it's got to form a positive 5.
So plus 8
Oh.
minus 3.
So a positive 8 and a negative 3 forms a positive 5. And then just to double check, when you do last times last, positive 8 times negative 3 is negative 24. Okay, so you got 3 left.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh.
Noise. Noise.
36.
Shut up, Mason.
What time is
Joey
it?
wants that on there.
What else goes into this?
Shut up, Mason. Joey, you go. Yes, I am.